All right, a pleasant good afternoon to each and every one out there. Pleasant good afternoon. I'm Jim Arnold Rabun, and it's time for the program That the Star right here from the studios of Print Belize Limited here in the city of Belmopan. Of course, my co-host is feeling under the weather, so we wish her a speedy recovery, and we ask that you pray for her as well. That's the beauty of prayers. It does work, and it helps along the way. You don't have to be a Christian, as I mentioned in previous programs, to pray. And God does answers prayers where the benefit is concerned. So we wish Ms. Charla all the best, and hope to see her here on next week show right here in the program That the Star. Yes, well, congratulations to all those people who are celebrating their birthdays today. You know, people go a long way believing that it is a new page in their lives, and to each his own. Some people don't even go to work when it's their birthday. So it all depends. I mean, to say, if that's what suits you, well, carry on and be who you are. All the same, we want to say we have talked about different things that can provide accidents, especially for those motorcycle drivers or operators, whatever you want to call them. But I still believe that driving motorcycles with slippers may be a contributing factor for these accidents. Besides speeding, of course. But I do believe that we should make a law mandatory that all operators or drivers of motorcycles should wear shoes, tennis, or sandals, something, some footwear that can be attached or strapped on to your feet, not slippers. This has been a practice in the United States, and I don't know if in England or Canada or all those other three big countries, but since we are here adapting to some of the specification and requirements for drivers from those countries, it is only right that we continue on those paths as well, because we can see where it plays a major role in avoiding accidents. The slippers can slip, and while you are there struggling to reattach it to between your toes or what have you, that's where you lose focus, and that's where accidents can occur. So this is just something from this program right here, That the Star, and from the Good Recommendations Belize. So we have been putting that forward for quite some time. We haven't seen any type of effort made from the authorities' perspective in giving this opportunity a chance to see whether or not it will benefit the people around, the drivers of the motorcycles in particular. You know, so we look forward, continuing to make that appeal to see whether or not something can be done in regards to that. So this is just a thought. But we need to gather other informations from other people to see whether or not they have other things that they might want to put forward so that it could be enforced. So with that said, we just want to continue to make this appeal and other appeal that we have been urging to the country of Belize to make life even better. And that's what it's all about. We need to continue on this path, reminding and continuing with the effort of getting people involved in our safety. We had mentioned some previous shows that the driving permits for taxi operators, that has came about again, and it was us that I mentioned it, and for the authorities to check all of the license requirements, a license class for taxi operators. Some are not driving with the preferred class. They are just using the private driving license class to operate a taxi. And other taxi operators has came forward and have been putting that information out there for their safety as well, because of the fact that they are getting bombarded with these type of questions from their clienteles. And second thought about those motorcycles that I had forgot to mention. With these accidents that has been occurring, we haven't had any report saying whether or not you could hear that they were drinking, or they were, they after the autopsy they could reveal if the person were drinking. But we haven't had any report saying whether they were wearing footwear, as a shoes or sandals or tennis. But we haven't had that report coming in from the Department of Transport, so to speak, or from the people who are the first hand responders. So by that said, we would like to get information in regards to that once a accident occur in regards to a motorcycle. We want to get a report whether or not they were wearing slippers or other footwear, so that we can analyze it and find out for ourselves whether or not this could be a contributing factor for these accidents that are occurring, because it is happening, well, as what we say, hand over fist. But all the same, we want to say good afternoon to all the people there who are looking at the program there. We have some people who are in Los Angeles, and we have our people down south in PG, and surrounding village here in the city of Belmopan. We want to say thank you, and yeah, give us a share, give us a share so that other people can be appreciative of what you're appreciative of as well. And that's a whole line with it. If you appreciate something, you should share that appreciation to others as well. And it's something like whenever you go to see a concert or someone performing on a stage or what have you, there is no need for the master of ceremonies to ask you or ask the crowd there let's give them a big hand of applause. There is no need for that. There is no need for people to encourage you to clap when you yourself know deep down in your heart that you love what you heard, so there is no need. There is no need for that requirement from the master of ceremonies to urge you or to encourage you or to persuade you to give a big round of applause, because like they're like begging you, so to speak, So if you feel that you need to clap because it is something that you heard, that you love, or that you appreciate, well, no need for nobody to ask you to clap. You just clap because of the fact that you really and truly appreciate what you've heard. And similar situation goes to programs like these. If you feel like you understand what I'm talking about, or it dawns on you, well, then give it a share, because of the fact other people may want to appreciate it as well. So no need for me to be asking for you to share, but all the same, we just do that out of the gratitude of what we appreciate by you listening to the program right here each and every Tuesday afternoon right here from Print Belize Limited, right here, number 1 Power Lane in Belmopan City. All right, and we want to say good afternoon to the people there from Sahara's Grill. That's located 3.5 miles on the Philip Goldson Highway and opposite the Biltmore Plus Plaza, and those are Lebanese. It's a Lebanese restaurant, Sahara's Grill, and so you can get all of your Lebanese foods right there available to you in front of the Biltmore Plus Plaza on the Philip Goldson Highway. And their telephone number is 203-3031 or 605-3785. It's a nice, cozy restaurant where you can take your loved ones and dine with different appetite. You got to change up and see for yourselves. If you are not accustomed to Lebanese food, here is a good chance where you can appreciate it and all of the spices that they have to offer. All the same, good afternoon to Vida Tox. Vida Tox, the blue scorpion cancer venom medication that really works. So if you know someone who is suffering from cancer, you can call 610-1001 for further information. And that's right, it's a medication that really heals. It came from Havana, Cuba, and it's available. It has been available here in Belize for quite some time now, so people are, getting involved with it. I'm here to see that the people from the Cancer Society here in Belize would get in tune with this medication and give those information out to their people, who are suffering from this disease, and it's curable. Don't let them fool you and tell you about because of the fact that there are so many different stages that it's far gone. It's never far gone. Once there's life, there is hope. So with that, you just bear that in mind. Once there's life, there is hope. We want to say good afternoon. We got the people from Murray Sharp will be coming aboard on this program here. Murray Sharp Fine Foods. We have been giving information about different sauces in times gone by, but Murray Sharp was one of the first pepper sauce, and they have expanded their products. They have jellies and you name it, what have you. So they're definitely expanding from the period of time that they have started. So we want to get a rundown as to when they had first started up to this point. But we want to congratulate Miss Mary Sharp herself for bringing up this idea of bringing something new product to the country of Belize, and it has expanded abroad, and so we want to thank her, and we appreciate the fact that other people out there would also take an example from where she had started from. So too often people just start a business, and because of the fact that they haven't gotten successful in the first 2-3 months, they give up. And that's it. They throw in the towel. But it's a good opportunity to, set an example. And we want to congratulate Murray Sharp for setting an example with their products, Murray Sharp Fine Foods. And so stick with it. If you're having a new product, don't give up. And if you believe that you will be giving up, put it forward out there, because somebody might want to buy out what you have started. Just don't give it up like that. Just don't give up easy. And if you, as I say, if you want to give it up, then give it up with a price, because of the fact there may be somebody out there who have the money to continue the investment of what you have started. And likewise, people who are out there who already have a business that is flourishing, here's another opportunity, a good recommendation, that you can sell a franchise from that already striving business. So if you don't have the money to launch out with another a branch of what you have already started, maybe a restaurant or a fast food place, but people are rushing there and people are appreciating the different types of food that you sell, you can franchise it out to someone who would pay you, to use the name that you already created. And it is best for someone to do that, buy into someone that is already successful with their one business, rather than for you to go and start your own business from scratch, because then you will have to develop a clientele, you will have to prove yourself on the market as to what you're selling, and the niceness, of course. So if someone is already successful in what they have done, they have started, they have sacrificed to where they are, now is an opportunity for them to sell out that franchise, that name, and of course you would have to be doing the exact same thing in terms of menu and the taste and all that. All that will be given to you from the person who owns that fast food or that restaurant. So that is just something to think about, rather than you just starting from scratch and you know, going out sacrificing. Here's something that the money that you would be using to advertise and to start your own campaign and getting your own clientele, this would definitely be of a better use, rather than you starting from scratch. This is just something from me to you. And as we go along, there are so many other things that we can share. You know, as a matter of fact, we want to discuss that fundraising. Fundraising is another thing. As we have mentioned this a couple times back on the show, but it's always good to revise and review some of the things that was said, because at all times more ideas would come to mind, and so we want to bring that forward. So a revision of what we have talked about on this show is always good to revisit. And so talking about the fundraising, too often we see, well, 90% of the fundraising here in the country of Belize is done through barbecue sales. But there are different ways, you know, and definitely we can come up with different opportunities that you can get involved with, so that the fundraiser is not always applied only for barbecue sales, as people mostly are thinking along the lines they have to have barbecue as fundraisers. One of the things that fundraising can be done through is by selling products from companies at a discounted price. You can go to a company. For instance, I believe Marie Sharp right there would be willing to. And of course, we have right here, we have Toucan Industries, you know, that have the Bella Vida water. They have the fruit punch and all those different juices on the market, Caribbean Sunrise and Cool Delight. I'm pretty sure that companies like these would definitely be willing to share some of the profit of those items, of those juices or products, and then that would be a fundraiser. The profit from those would be a fundraiser for you. And people that are selling books as well, you know, you can have a sale from books from Belizean authors on a particular day at a particular location, and whatever books are sold, or you can even do it online, whatever books are sold, then you will be getting a profit from that. And so that's a fundraiser for people organizing these different special events, from artists coming from abroad to perform here. You selling tickets and getting a percentage of those tickets from those sales, that's another fundraiser. So I just put those forward as examples whereby other people can fundraise other than just selling barbecue, because let's expand ourselves. Let's expand our creativity as to what all can be done for fundraiser. So just don't limit yourself just for one particular activity of barbecue sales. And so that is getting outdated, by the way. That is getting outdated. It's time for us to be more creative in what we're doing. And so I just like to put that forward to the country of Belize. You know, we have to think along the line, because so many times we always hear people thinking, like, for instance, one-track mind, and then it's confusing because of the fact that there comes another idea. For instance, this one right here that talks about the I have it written down here because I couldn't come up with. It says nothing happens before its time. Okay, and then at the same note, after people saying that nothing happens before its time, and then somebody pass away, and then you hear them put out the announcement through the media that the untimely death of so and so and so and so, you know, and yet you bring up that that idea about nothing happens before its time. And so we need to think about what these sayings are, and not because it was given to us and we have been repeating these things for all these years, that has been passed on from generation to generation. That means that we're supposed to just sit by and don't question these things or these slogans or these quotes and all that. And we're still listening to people quoting that wrong quotation about money is the root of all evil. That is not. Nothing goes like that. That is a lie. That's not what the Bible says about money. It doesn't mention that money is the root of all evil. People shortchange that part of that scripture. The scripture in 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, it reads, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." But money itself is not evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. But yet, as I say, we hear one person say that, and we continue going deeper and deeper into the lie and the misinformation and the misquotation of what the Bible really says about that. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Don't come and give no short change here that money is the root of all evil. So if you were one to be using that, it is about time that you put a stop to that and do the right thing and make the right quotation that is meant to be. And the list goes on and on as we continue to bring them forward. We want to let the people be aware of the misquotations and misconception of what people have been talking about. And so this is what the story show is all about. It's to stir things up into the right perspective, and so that people could get the right meaning, you know. And as people are looking forward into the African affairs and all of that, and the continent of Africa, people are now getting wise to what has been taking place and all the lies that people have been feeding the universe or the world with those lies. And so now people are definitely wising up and getting the sense that what has been taking place there, and mentioning the fact that if you notice all of the Sphinx and all of the pharaohs and all of those monuments, they have always intentionally take off the nose of those people, of those statues and all those other artifacts and what have you in the continent of Africa. And while that is said, you can see the Greeks, their monuments are intact. The nose and everything is there. You know, everything else from outside of the continent of Africa have their nose intact. Only the ones found in Africa don't have the nose intact. And that was an intentional idea because of the fact people would have identified that these people were black people. So that is just going to show you that all the other Europeans and all the other people from all the other the different locations where the Greek mythology has arrived from, all those other statues have their nose intact so that they can see that they have sharp nose, and that is the whole thing about that. So we are getting more wise, and we want to thank the people who are bringing these forward, and so that the world can be re-educated, and even us here in Belize, we have been awakened, or we are getting to be awakened from the different lies that we were taught in schools. And so we just hope that as time progresses here in the country of Belize for the development of this country, we look forward to let our teachers revisit what they have been teaching and bring forward the truth to the students, so that they can not be in that stupor anymore, but to gather the right information and for them to bring forward that information to their students. And we continue to assure our country that whatever we find out that we can bring forward to this program to enlighten people, we will be doing so on a week-to-week basis, because we definitely need our people to get concerned of where their beginnings were, and from the lies that we have been taught in our school system. All the same, we want to say good afternoon to the people there from Print Belize Limited right here. That's right. And if you want to get your printing done, here's a place. And we would like to give information as to how you can get in touch with Print Belize Limited, and their telephone number is 8220194 or 8220636. Number 1 Power Lane right here in the city of Belmopan. Print Belize Limited, stationery and reports. They do flyers, brochures, complete designs, gazette subscription, calendars, funeral booklets, digital and offset, large and small runs, and many more. I'm talking about calendars. Yeah, we are getting closer to the end of the year. We're already, yeah, it's about time if you like to order your calendars. I've made recommendations for people that in the sporting activities, having their sporting teams. This is where you can get your teams together, a group picture, and put them on calendars. And those calendars can be either given, if you have your fans there and the fans love your team, it is only beneficial for them to contribute. Here is another fundraiser, by the way. That's another fundraiser right there. So you can resell those calendars, you know, for a $5 fee. Maybe you may be paying, I don't know what the price is, but if it's at $3, then you sell them for $5. So whatever calendars are sold, your team will be making an extra $2 from each one sold. Your fans would be the supportive team for your team. So that's another eye-opener for you right there. And with all of these different teams around the country of Belize, basketball, football, what have you, cricket. Yeah, there you have it. Those people there in the Belize rural, they're the ones who are into cricket, and you have the softball fans, and the list goes on. The list goes on, and then we carry it on over to the DJs. Here, DJs can have their picture and these calendars, because of the fact that they are always out there saying, well, it's a DJ birthday, this, what, and you know, people want to be recognized, people want to be promoted. Well, here's another way of promoting yourself, by getting your calendars right here at Print Belize Limited. That's right. Give them a call and then find out exactly what the cost will be. And you know, the doors are open. The doors are open. The churches, everyone wants to keep tab on the dates, and people want to hang up their calendars on the wall. It's one thing when you have your calendars. Your calendars is already attached to the phone, but all the same, it's nothing than when you get that old school, you know, I mean, hanging on the wall, because you can add some little information beside a date, and you can always go back there and check on it. and so forth. So yeah, that's a good way. That is the best way, regardless of all of the technology that are coming into place. The old school way of getting your calendar, hard copy calendar, to be put on your wall, and that's a good way. So that's the best way. Print Belize Limited, once again, that's where you can get your calendars. 822-0194 or 822-0636, number 1 Power Lane, right here in the city of Belmopan. And the program That the Stir will be right back right after this.
No time to waste. Let's all unite. Let's all speed up the pace. We can always do our part, assisting for betterment. Don't be selfish and be misled, 'cause the people is the government. Don't be selfish and be misled, 'cause the people is the government. Produce what we consume. Consume what we produce. Export more and import less. Belize now heading for the best. Straight to the point, with no time to waste. Let us all unite. Let's all speed up the pace. Agriculture is our future, alleviating poverty. You from the private sector, we all in on this together. So when you begin to bargain, won't you remember everybody here should always win. Don't be selfish and be misled, 'cause the people is the government. Producing what we consume. Consuming what we produce. I want you to export more, my Belizeans. I want you to import less and make it the best. Straight to the point, with no time to waste. Let us all unite. Let us speed up the pace. Belize is my story. Belize is my glory and my history. And every single step in my life I make, Belize wins a victory. Agriculture is our future, alleviating poverty. You from the private sector, we all in this together. So when you begin to bargain, I want you remember everybody here should always win. Produce what we consume. Consume what we produce. say you hear it from me, you better go hear it for yourself. And you will know that the viral talk show that is stir. Yeah. No say you hear it from me, you better go and hear it for yourself. And you will know that the viral talk show that is stir. Our open learning channel, yes you will know that is stir. From Print Belize Limited, yes you will know that is stir. That is stir. On TV, that is stir. On social media, that is stir. You will know that is stir. Hey! If you want to get the message, no go fear it so. Better turn to your talk show. That is stir. That is stir. By word and mouth. That is stir. All about. Yes, that is stir. That is stir. Your talk show. That is stir. That is stir.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the program That the Stir every Tuesday afternoon right here from the studios of Print Belize Limited, right here in the city of Belmopan. And of course, I still have on my cap right there, the name brand. So I'm awaiting the other caps to be coming in. That will have Belize on it. Some orders came in for the caps, but they request that the name Belize be on it as well. So we need to do that. And so it would be an attraction for the tourism industry, whereby people would take these caps back to the US of A and or wherever else they come from, Europe or what have you. But we appreciate the people who are concern for the purchase of these caps. So we put it on halt for right about now until we get the Belize, name Belize on the caps. And these caps will be different colors as well. And we look forward to bringing other new creative ideas for caps and t-shirts as well, so that we can improve the creativity of what can occur, or what can transpire in Belize as new products for the country of Belize. And we want to say congratulations to those other people from the Fried Jack companies who are bringing in new ideas to the clothing industry and putting their brands out there, and all the other people who are getting involved in naming their own brand. And this is what it's all about. We have to prove ourselves as a nation of thinkers, because as it is, we are not enough to be qualified as thinkers, because we don't see a lot of thinkers around. So we need more people to be out there bringing thinking to the forefront and creativity to the forefront, so that we can be respected out there in the outer world. So, and within our Central American region and the Caribbean as well. There they have a lot of thinkers, and we have some negative, but all the same we do appreciate the positive thinkers, the positive influence that these artists bring it forward to give our country that positivity. So we just have to, cipher the positive thinkers, the positive and creative people who are bringing forward these lyrical songs to our listening audience here in the country, so that we can continue on a positive note rather than to be introduced or be strategically influenced from negativity within from those songs. So we like to make that appeal to people to, it's what you listen to that creates different negativity within you, you know. And I came up with something like that. Then they try their best for make people think contrary, you know. So make we use our thoughts to know of the strategies that they have been using to let us think contrary. But we're not for make them tactics or devices infiltrate way. We come a long way for reach this far in our culture. So make we stick and help and haul and pull up one another. So that's it. We have to stick together, and we have to help each other. And so with that said, I would like to say that you know, observation. You look and see things occurring within your community, within the society at large, and you need to analyze these situations that are occurring. And so with those observation there, you see that if a Chinese rent a building to open up a shop, or an Indian, a Hindu, or people from the continent of India, you know, you will see that once they are in there, you could say goodbye to any other Belizean entrepreneurs for that particular building, because after they have decide they want to go and open up a bigger shop or what have you, or they might end up building their own building and relocate, they will leave that for someone else down the line, one of their own. And so that has been taking place for years and years to come, from some years back, and it will continue. So it would not give a chance for a local business person, or as I say, an entrepreneur, to just go in and say, well, I want to rent that, because you will not see another for rent sign on that building. Tell no more, as we would say, you know. And the same thing goes now a bit further. If you see a person from Central America have a job and they leave that job, they recommend that space for someone from their country, from Central America. And so that would not give an opportunity for a Belizean to continue or go and apply for that, because the job vacancy will not be available for no applicants. Because, as I say, this is the trend from observation, you know. And so similar situation happened with our people as well, you know. They cousin have one job and as one cleaner or what have you, and when then they left for maybe for go on maternity leave, and then tell for their next cousin, and that's how the thing go. That's how it's set up. But I mean to say, this is just from true observation, and as we know of it, we bring it forward there, because sometimes people see that they don't go to the point where they would want to, or maybe they are not in the position to say what they have been observing. Of course, this program right here, That the Story, this is where we come in and we observe it, and we get different feedback from other people, and so we bring these types of information out there so people can, you know, be enlightened as to what is taking place. And so this is what it's all about. Another information that came about, and we have mentioned that, and we just bring these things up periodically so that other people can, as a reminder. Somebody say, well, they never say one Chinese or one Hindu or Indian man they drive with one L on the back of the car or the front of, well, they usually back and front of they attach this L, which is a driving permit or a slogan or what, I don't know. It's a sign to say that that person is in learning to drive. But we never see any of the Chinese or any of the Indians, and things like this has been brought up on different other media houses. We bring it up from years and years ago. So it is only right that we continue to bring this information forward. So, like, you have to tell me that everybody where they drive from their section of the community or the country, everybody then don't know how to drive, apparently, because we don't see that. A couple of days ago, I saw a Belizean driving, getting instruction, and he was in Mr. Torres' vehicle. As Mr. Torres is a driving instructor in Belize City. Well, he's notable for that, and a very influential man when it comes to traffic rules and regulations and so forth. Well, take off our hats to Mr. Torres and his driving school. So I saw him, somebody else getting tutored or whatever through the course of Belize City. And so we have other people that have their L. Before you have to do that, I think it's about 2 weeks, and then from there you go and get your driving test, and then from there you get your driving license or driver's license. But those are some of the things that are brought forth, and so we just decided to bring those information to you so that you can see for yourselves or take acknowledgement of what is said, and then forward, then you can analyze it for yourself, or you could say, well, yeah, I never did see that for true, and that's true. And so that's it. I have done some quotes, and if you can go to my Good Recommendations Belize Facebook page, you will see the different quotes that I have come up with, and I put them forward there because most of the time we see quotes from other people. People are posting or reposting or sharing other quotes from other people from outside of Belize. So I've decided to continue to do these posting so that people can at least see them, and when I did them, I share them, of course. That's the whole thing go. So we will be making note of all of these, and that is the reason why I put my name there, and so that people can identify who says it, because I put them in quotation. We're not a copy nothing where they do it. I either do it from the bottom of my heart and from the creativity that God gives to me. Not everything that glitters is gold, so don't believe everything that you have been told. Stop spreading lies. Money is not the root of all evil, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And then I quote the 1 Timothy 6 verses 10. You may think of me because I'm here, but you will remember me when I'm gone. Appreciation is a first-hand experience. There is no need to be asked for your applause. It's not a struggle or a puzzle from where you are to where you want to go. It's just a leap of faith. When frequency speaks, you can ask and they will give, because their energy relates that they have it. And then love can stop a war from taking place, and love is the only one thing no one can never stop. Truth be told, you will only be entitled to the last say only if you haven't done nothing out of the way. And this is a hard one, a hard pill to swallow. It is not what you think was what she said, as she was caught naked and red-handed with a man in bed. That's a hard pill to swallow. I'll leave you with that right there. And those are some of the quotes. You can go on the Good Recommendations Belize Facebook page, and you can see the other quotes and, of course, different things that that was mentioned, and poetic recitals and so forth. And so, with that said, it was indeed a pleasure to have been here with you for the hour from 2 to 3, and God bless you. And I'll be here, and we hope that Ms. Charlotte will be here for next week's program as well. With all that, I'm Jim Arnold Rabun on the program, That the Star.
No say you hear it from me. You better go hear it for yourself. And you will know that the viral talk show, That the Star,